Hi y'all. So I'm at home making cookies for family and I'm gonna show you how to flood a cookie. I know that sounds like a lot of fun and it can be a lot of fun, and I'm gonna show you what I do. So a lot of times you see people using the piping bags. I think I'm gonna show you a piping bag. So this is a reusable piping bag, right? It has like the little tips on it. I find that stuff works really well for me when I'm doing like intricate design, like when I'm making the roses, such as this, when I'm doing stuff like that. So I find that the piping bags and the tips work really well. But when I'm flooding or I'm doing sometimes a little more, I need a little more control, I prefer using lunch bags. And I use them like this to get your mind out the gutter. But I prefer using these little lunch bags. And so I'm going to show you what I do when I flood a cookie. So as you see, I got some cookies here. I'm moving some things out of the way because I see this. So I have some pre-made cookies here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip, see that tip, and you don't want it too big because it comes pouring out, let's say, right? So try to see what maybe we'll start. I like powder blue. So we're gonna start, and I'm gonna take a little snip, like just a little bitty triangle, not too much. I don't know if you can see that, like that, but it's like not too much, and that's what I'm gonna snip. So I snip, right, and you see like it starts to come out. There, starts to come out. So what I'm gonna do is along the edge. So you don't want it too close because you want room for it to expand, because it expands because you have this looser consistency, right? So I'm going to put it on the outer edge, right? And still you have some of the flowers before. And I'm going to go around in a nice circle. And it's a little thick, which allows you to have a little control for the flooding. It's not going all over the place. So I make a nice circle. See that? Right? And now I'm going to fill that circle in. So I'm going to put this here and I'm going to fill this circle in now. I'm filling it in, getting close to the edge. And you want the consistency where it spreads out. You want your flood to spread. And that's what that's why they call it flood consistency, right? So it'll look something like this, right? And what I do then is I take this little tool here, I call it a piping tool, whatever, or a scribe. I don't know what I'm scribing, but scribe. I also use this to paint, and I'm going to go circle along here, getting the edges, getting that little thing. Now, you could use a heavier consistency and do it like, let's say, in another color, which really has that rim to it. See that? That's nice, right? And that flows really nicely. And set that down, and you're gonna let that. So if you're gonna do a mixture of colors on top, you can mix another color on top now, or you can just wait till it dries. And that's how I do a lot of the intricate painting, is I'll wait for it to dry. Thanks. Bye.